Who is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez? All over the world, funny videos surface on the internet showing highly placed members of society in different countries literally lose their mind. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has been the brunt of these, mostly because someone doesn't agree with them on specific issues, or they're being called out for their bad behaviour. Recently, the video of a director in a federal agency went viral after he was caught on camera pretending to faint while he was being probed for missing funds. That's rather embarrassing for someone so highly placed. Although the United States Congress is a reasonably civilised place, there are members of Congress that are not individually civilised. They are often the centre of disputes and are hardly diplomatic as their job requires them to be. Although they have good intentions for their constituents, their actions don't continually back their pledges. One such member is Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, popularly known as AOC. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is a third-age Bronxite, teacher and coordinator serving the 14th region of New York in the Bronx and Queens. Ocasio-Cortez grew up encountering the truth of salary imbalance. Her experience motivated her to sort out her locale and pursue an influential position on a dynamic stage with a campaign that rejects corporate PAC reserves. Ocasio-Cortez is the youngest woman ever to be elected into Congress. We all know how young people always feel like they know more than the older folk. At 29, Ocasio-Cortez began debating essential life issues with elderly individuals in Congress. Because she is strongly opinionated, she doesn't come off as an understanding person. Since turning into the most youthful lady at any point elected for Congress in 2018, Ocasio-Cortez set out to discover her balance in American governmental issues. In 2019, she made various significant persuasive talks on the House floor. She got genuine about environmental change by supporting the Green New Deal. Even though her intentions are pure, her method is immensely flawed. The Green New Deal is a plan that aims at completely substituting fossil fuels by other forms of eco-friendly energy sources. The entire project is to be completed in about 10 years. The outline set a goal of creating net zero greenhouse gases in 10 years. Net zero because they probably won't be able to get rid of farting cows and airplanes in the nearest future. According to specialists, it is not feasible to achieve their goal in 30 years talk, less of 10 years. The whole plan sounds like attempting space travel with only a car. As is expected, she is pursuing unachievable goals, while those that are of utmost importance are left with not enough attention. It's a good thing the members of Congress are there to check each other and make sure some people don't attempt to travel to the moon with a car. If you're enjoying this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. After Alexandria was elected, an old video surfaced of her busting the celebrated Breakfast Club moves when she was in school. She reacted by dancing herself into her new office and saying, "Congresswomen dance too." Even though there might be nothing wrong with dancing, her approach to the situation is definitely childish. Leaders should not display certain acts. The role of a leader is to lead and set an excellent example for others to follow. Plus, she isn't exactly the best dancer. So, what's with all the show-off? Speaking of showing a good example, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has, on specific occasions, disregarded the respect due to her superiors. In a particular instance, she called the President of the US, Donald Trump, a bigot. To earn respect, you have to give respect where it is due. Despite their difference in opinions, there are better ways and more subtle ways to address superiors that do not involve the use of harsh words. There's also been rumours that AOC allegedly assaulted other individuals in her party. A few Democrats have cautioned that she's bound for a forlorn profession in Congress if she keeps on regarding her party as the foe. She's made a few Democrats irritated by threats to back essential adversaries against individuals from the Democratic Party. Fair pioneers are irritated that she railed against the cutting-edge set of House rules on Twitter, the crucial seventh-day stretch of the new Congress. Rank and Record are annoyed that there is a grassroots development to win her a top council post they feel she doesn't justify. Ocasio-Cortez has been told she needs to decide if she wants to be an effective lawmaker or continue being a star on Twitter. There's a distinction between being a dissident and an administrator in Congress, and she needs to learn that. Up until this point, a considerable bit of them has kept their investigation of Ocasio-Cortez covered up. Frightened Alexandria would utilise her followers on Twitter to follow them. Nevertheless, a couple of people are interacting with her, hoping she'll choose a substitute strategy, especially concerning endeavouring to take out Democrats in primaries. Individuals fear her, said one senior Democratic assistant. At the same time, she's indicated a propensity to overstate or misquote essential realities. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tweeted that $21 trillion worth of Pentagon accounting errors could finance 2/3 of Medicare for all. The truth is that it won't. The misguided tweet is based on a poll carried out by a couple of researchers in a university who uncovered $21 trillion worth of unaccountable transactions carried out by the Department of Defense from the year 1998 till 2015. The Pentagon, however, took full responsibility for their problem and are working on the way to rectify the problem. Nevertheless, transactions, which can be counted multiple times through an account, is not the same as spending or diverting funds for selfish purposes. As a matter of fact, the United States of America had spent a little over $9 trillion on defence in those years. It means that even if the entire defence budget throughout those years had been eliminated, it still would not be enough to cover 2/3 of Medicare for all. Social media has become a useful tool for many politicians to interact with their supporters and also push their agenda. Well, AOC has a large group of supporters behind her, and they are always positive and supportive of her cause. We all hope that the cause they're supporting is the right one, or else it won't end well. Recently, Alexandria posted on her Instagram about the unequal access to dental care, while Bodak Yellow, one of Cardi B's songs, played in the background. The lyrics of the song, "Got a bag and fixed my teeth," motivated the caption of the video, "I had to get elected to Congress for me to afford dental services." Soon after she posted the video, Cardi B heard of it and replied to the post saying, "She better run for president when she turns 35. I don't know about you, but I don't think Cardi B is an excellent judge of character. If someone who was a stripper turned rapper endorses AOC as president, it says a lot about the crowd Alexandria attracts. Soon after Cardi replied, Alexandria responded with her spin on WAP, Cardi's latest song, which has a lot of controversies around its highly explicit lyrics. The representative wrote, "Women Against Patriarchy, WAP 2020. The only comment that this interaction deserves is, birds of a feather flock together." The controversies that surround Alexandria don't only surround her work, but also some aspects of her personal life. As a member of Congress, she always seems to consider herself a socialist. However, these days she has begun to let the elite life she leads in Washington get into her head. Her stance is usually against the rich and their lush lifestyle and the cost of living the Beltway. Her stand against the rich has not stopped Alexandria from splurging money on luxury goods. The self-declared socialist spent nearly $300 on her hairdo at a pricey salon in downtown Washington. If she lives by what she stands for, Miss Alexandria could have saved about 1/3 of the money she spent for the same hairstyle at the government-subsidised Capitol Hill barbershop. Just like a lot of politicians do, she says one thing and does another. There is nothing wrong with getting a beautiful hairdo, but if there is a cheaper option, why wouldn't you take it? Alexandria makes around $174,000 annually and lives in a luxury apartment building in the popular Navy Yard neighbourhood, where the rent starts from $2,000 per month. She also supported the legislation for an increase in the pay of members of Congress, her reason being, it'll curb corruption. Yeah, right, we believe those are your true intentions. It is a commendable achievement to be the youngest woman ever elected to Congress, but the lives and livelihood of several people rest on her shoulders, and sometimes she makes decisions that don't show that she cares. As a young person amid old folk, her actions are expected to shine a light on all the issues that have been overlooked over the years, not create controversies. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button for more similar videos.